Steve in San Francisco. Steve, what's happening?
Hey, fellas, good morning. I think you're spot on a lot of items. And I think it's time we start talking about Kyle Shanahan the right way. He is unquestionably a wizard with a whiteboard.
Yeah.
As far as everything else is concerned with being a head coach, there are some areas that he is profoundly flawed in. And, you know, maybe he can get away with it. And by the way, that even includes deep in games when the pressure is on, he loses his wizardry. He starts to gag up.
Does.
But I just wanted to mention what's an analogy that's become clear as, you know, watching this guy. We all had friends growing up, at least one guy in the pack, who could never be happy with his girlfriend. He could have the prettiest girl, he could have the smartest, the funnest, and he was always looking over his shoulder. And by the way, for those who think Brock is the guy, we better hope he doesn't throw 3 picks, because Kyle Shanahan has seen his character.
I'm with him. Like, it's not about Brock not being good. It's about patience level Shanahan with Brock. Like, B, you really think, like, this is why I keep coming back to you really think he's going to stay patient if this guy struggles for a couple weeks in a row?
No.
That's a big indictment on
I don't
him.
think that.
But that's a big indictment on Shanahan, not Purdy. I mean on Shanahan, because struggles are going to come.
Dude, listen.
Struggles are going to come.
Shanahan, and we're getting a lot of text here on the Xfinity Mobile text line. We'll get to Larry in a second. There is an argument to be made, and I've been scared to have this conversation. I really have, because we could talk about Trey stands, Purdy stands, Jimmy stands.
There's Kyle stands.
There's Shanahan stands.
And one of my buddies is driving me nuts on it.
Shanahan stands is what we call them.
What?
Shanahan stands.
Shanahan stands.
Yeah,
I like that.
My buddy Della thinks that this guy walks on water.
All right, well, he doesn't walk on water, Della.
Moses.
He doesn't walk on water. All right, number one, he doesn't walk on water. This guy is flawed. But I've been scared to come down Shanahan's road. I've been scared. I've been doing it with Shasky for years now about Shanahan and the way he's operated at the quarterback spot, the way he's operated in big game moments. I can't not get over Super Bowl 54 and him not calling a timeout in the first half in a 10-10 football game saying, well, I don't want to give Mahomes a chance before the first half. You're trying to win a Super Bowl. It's going to take more than 10 points to beat the Kansas City Chiefs, Kyle. It's going to take more than that, Kyle. And so from that moment on, I've watched this guy in big games wilt. I can't get over 4th and 2 at the Rams 45-yard line in the NFC Championship game.
What did I text you?
On third down.
I said it's 4-down territory.
He motions Trent Williams on a bum. Trent Williams cannot walk.
The same play they did the week before.
Yeah. Trent Williams cannot walk. And he runs him in motion in the big game, and then you decide to punt from the Rams 45-yard line on a 4th and 2. Kyle has come up small, but the conversation that a lot of people are texting us right now. I see it from the 415. I see it from the 510. I see it from the YouTube chat. And this is something that we have not talked about much. Robert Saleh, DeMeco Ryans have gotten head coaching jobs. You can make the argument that this defense has carried them in 3 of the last 4 years.
I know you can make the argument. It feels aggressive for me.
The defense has been the stronger unit on this football team. And they have bailed out Kyle Shanahan and that offense time and time again. You can make that argument. But the Shanahan stands, or whatever you want to call them, they won't buy that because he can do no wrong. So I watched Jimmy Garoppolo in real time get all the blame, take all the heat. I watched Trey Lance take all the heat, all the blame. We're going to see what happens with Brock Purdy. Don't blame Brock Purdy if things goes awry.
Well, that's where I'm at. I'm not blaming Brock.
Look at Shanahan.
Yeah.
Because Shanahan has screwed this position up. And here we are in year 7. And I've been yelling I was on BSNG.
Okay.
Fonte Stein and Guru. We were yelling. I'm yelling, go get your guy, Shanahan.
Yeah.
If you don't like Jimmy Garoppolo, go get your guy.
How many years ago?
Well, Brady wasn't your guy.
No.
You whiffed on Stafford.
I wanted Brady so bad.
You waited on Stafford, said, oh, that's cool. Let me get back to you after dinner. Whoop. McVay swoops you. It's like the interception guy in the Chappelle show. At the end of the bar, you're talking to a girl. You go to the bathroom, and the guy comes in and swoops you, gets the number, takes her out, and he's got the late night call, not you. All right? So you move out on Stafford. Then you twiddle your thumbs with Deshaun Watson. Okay, Deshaun Watson gets to it. Then you joke around with Matt LaFleur, and you joke around with the Jets about Aaron Rodgers. You look small time right now, Shanahan.
Well,
this looks like a small time. I'm tired of it, man. I am.
Would you paint me?
Treatment of Trey Lance has been worse.
Would you paint me as someone who's staunchly defended Shanahan?
No, I don't.
No, I think I have.
You have.
Just between the two of us, right, B? I told you earlier this week I lost a lot of respect for him. Not that I don't think he's not really good when it comes to play calling, and he's assembled an incredible team. I'm a big believer in what happens in adverse times shows your true character, and him not going in front of the media and just doing the interview on the radio. I get it. There's an obligation to doing it on the radio. I'm not mad at the other station. I thought they asked good questions. In fact, I thought Copeland asked some great follow-up questions. I'll give him some love.
Here's Cam Emmett on that.
Yeah. I want to get this.
Yeah.
I thought it was cowardly because if you're the head of a CEO, you're the head of a family, you're the head of any business, and stuff's going awry online, you don't send out one of your mid-level employees to go out there and face the music, all right? You're the one. The buck stops with you. He's the CEO of this corporation.
Cam Emmett.
I just thought it was slightly cowardly. I can't look at him the same.